Well, I think we just did enough to hold them down just a little bit, and then our offense was pretty balanced and did a good job. And then third set, we didn't really do anything different. I thought Iowa State just started playing better. They went to a 6-2, got a bigger block in there, a little more offensive, and then their ball control really picked up. So I thought really it was more a matter of them taking their game to another level than us slipping in some way.
So I guess with that result, I guess what was the team mentality going into practices? Now, was it that you let one slip away, or was it you just got beat by a better team, or?
A little bit of both. I think you see a whole different mindset all the way around, and I was really encouraged by the response. They're frustrated, they're disappointed, but they also know, they're 3 points away from beating a ranked team. So they took it all the right way, and I thought we've rebounded in a good shape.
I guess in that sense, do you kind of feel like that's a little bit of a positive learning lesson that you can say if you play this way that you're going to be able to possibly beat a ranked team, and that you were in that situation now?
Yeah, absolutely. That's all you ask for. You play a team of that caliber, you want to be in the match and give yourself chances to win, and that's exactly what we did.
I guess with Emerson, is she practice, or is she going to be able to?
Yeah, she was back on Monday, looking good, so we're planning on taking her to Norman this week and hopefully get her in there.
What have you seen from the Sooners so far?
They've had a few injuries that have changed their lineup quite a bit. They've got a couple good outside hitters that things revolve around, and so we know what we've got to do to try to hold them down. But playing in their gym, that's the challenge, and we got to just take our game on the road.
Obviously, you've known some of these arenas from last year. I guess what's the biggest thing from their arena, I guess, compared to maybe different arenas that you've been in this season? Is it smaller? Is it bigger?
Well, almost everywhere is smaller than where we play, so that is a big difference. The crowd just is a little bit more on top of you. Then they get the band in there, and it's a pretty cool college environment. I think McCaslin's a good gym, older gym, and it's got some character, and I really like being in there.
Has there been any, emphasis on, finishing, like you said, the 3 points away, or is it just kind of one of those you just have to experience, be in those tight matches, and just get that feel for it?
You do have to have that feel for it. Experience goes a long way, but there also has to be this plan of attack when you're trying to finish, whether it's keeping your composure, whether it's just going back to the game plan. There are some things that we'll try to do to make them better at it. It's not just truly just a feel skill. There is some volleyball to it, so we're going to try to encourage that, and we'll just keep working on that in practice.
After a game like Iowa State, is there anything you have to do differently to make sure there's no hangover from that, or let down, make sure that they can get over it quickly? Is there anything you change?
No, and honestly, we're 4 days out from it, so we're way past it, and we're thinking completely about this week, and so it's over. And just like Baylor was the first match of conference play, we got over that pretty quick, and there's no time to really sit. Get ready for the next one.
And obviously this week, you guys don't play at home for a while. With 2 road games this week, do you think that'll be something that'll really test this team? Is that something they're ready for, not be at home for a while?
Sure. Yeah, this is no problem at all. We're on the road a lot, and we come home in between these matches, so it's pretty much 2 separate trips. So we'll get on the bus. We'll be back late tomorrow night, and then we'll take a plane up to Manhattan, and that'll be a quick trip too. So the team's more than okay with that. And
other than obviously winning, is there anything specific you want to see out of this road trip, out of these upcoming games? Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Well, it's just a continuation of the things we do in gym. So whether it's our speed, whether it's just putting our block in place, executing our game plan, there's certain rotations that we've been getting stuck in that we've got to manage through. And, the biggest thing is just getting our lineup healthy and back in order. We just seem to, in the back row especially, we just keep having girls go down. And, Kyla Rimmen redid her ankle yesterday, and so it's just one more. The back row girls are not supposed to be injured, and those are the ones that we keep losing. So that you're just looking for that consistency with our lineup.
I guess in terms of just some injury updates, I guess is Tita looking like she might come back, or
not this week? I think she's got another appointment on Thursday, and then we're hoping to get her out of the brace completely, and then she'll get on a return to play. So we're thinking about pushing her back until TCU. So we're not planning on traveling her this week. Emerson's back ready to go, and then like I said, Kylie, she had a pretty bad ankle injury during the summer, and then she redid it yesterday in practice. So I don't know if we're going to bring her or not. Yeah.
I also saw, I guess, Allie warm up. Is she getting any closer?
Mm-hmm. She is. I mean, she's released. She's ready to go. She's on a swing count every day. She's pretty limited. Gets sore very easily, and so it's hard to get 2 or 3 days in a row out of her. But she's on the bus with us tonight, and she's available to play.
Coach, being a little shorthanded, how do you assess maybe how your depth performed with Madison Lopez and some of those roles stepping in last week?
I thought Madison did a really nice job, and Kylie had been really good for us. She'd been really consistent and doing some good things. I think Malo was probably a little stronger with her serve receive, and she got us in system and made some really nice plays. So I was really happy with her. And then we got Amy Dobbins in there a little bit too, and that was a good break for Emily when she started to wear down. And so that depth, that if we're going to lose people at any position, that's the position we can most afford to do it. So I was happy to see them play the way they did.
Yeah, that loss that stung a little bit, and we were all kind of disappointed. We were expecting to bring out a W, but those things don't happen overnight. After West Virginia, we were really excited. We were pumped up, and we just accepted that those things happen. And so we're ready to come back and play them names, and we're kind of moved on from that, and we're ready to focus on this next game.
So I guess what have you all learned from Oklahoma, or what have you seen on film that they do well?
They're a pretty scrappy team. They play a lot of just getting balls up, splash plays. So just being able to stay in a rally and kind of focus on our game, that's the biggest thing I think for us.
Do you feel like that's something that y'all have developed? Because it seems like you've been able to sustain rallies when you have had to go against a team like that and you kind of force them into mistakes. Is that something that's developed, or is that something that y'all kind of had before?
Yeah, I think that we did have that before, but we wouldn't use it as much. And so that's something that we've developed into our game day plan. So we know that when we're putting a rally, we're going to be able to, do what we want with it and force them to make the errors. So, yeah.
No, it's tough to obviously lose Tita for a little bit, but I guess how has Kate kind of stepped in and helped y'all?
She's done amazing. She's really stepped up and filled that spot. And, they're both very, very good and very scrappy, and so it's not like we've lost too much. So obviously we're excited for Tita to come back, but Kate's done a great job.
Last year the depth was a little bit smaller, so do you feel like this is an injury that you can sustain this year compared to last year? And how big is it to know that you've got a girl that can play at a high level like Kate, just like Tita?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Last year, if that would have happened, we probably would have been freaking out. But having Kate and having people even behind Kate that can step in and fill other roles that she has filled as well. So it's just been really awesome being able to have that much depth, and we don't have to sweat about it. We don't have to worry about it, which is really nice.
What do you want to see out of your team? Because obviously you're still at the point of the season. You want to see a lot of growth, and you guys are working on a lot of things. What do you really want to see out of this 2-game road trip that's coming up this week?
I think the biggest thing that I would love to see is us close. So we get really, really high and we get close to finishing, and then it's just those last couple points that we just can't seem to close out, and that we kind of saw that in Iowa State. So just really focusing on keeping our energy high, not becoming flat, and just finishing the game that we know how to finish.
And is there something you guys can do about that in practice, or is that mainly a mentality thing during the game that you really just have to focus on?
In practice, we've been working on more drills where we'll be set behind in a score, and we'll play it out and we have to fight back. But that is just mostly a mentality thing. You just have to kind of turn it on and know, okay, we gotta step it up here and finish.
Going into practice is going into this game.
Yeah, we were real close to beating a ranked team, so obviously it's gonna sting for a while, but we just got to use it as motivation, like you said. So I think it'll help us in the long run. We got to just learn from it.
What have you seen from Oklahoma on the film, and what do y'all feel you have to do to kind of combat against it?
They have their pins. They have one outside that's pretty dominant. She gets most of their swings. But I think it's more about us and us playing our games and trying to match them or whatever.
What do you think you guys can focus on the most to make sure a situation like Iowa State doesn't happen again?
We just got to finish and keep our lead if we have it, or just extend the points. Don't make silly errors like we did. I think we just got to find a way to win. I think that's our thing right now.
Do you have to, I know it's weird, but do you have to play 5-setters to know how to win 5-setters? And especially, did you maybe learn something from Iowa State about how to win when you're down like that?
Yeah, for sure. I think 5-setters are a lot different than 3. Both the teams are tired, but you just got 15 points to figure it out, and you don't get a whole 10 extra. It's still a lot of points, but at the end of the day, it's a short game, and you just got to figure it out faster than the other team does.
seems like it's been a revolving door behind you with girls going down with injuries left and right. Can you just talk about some of the ladies that have stepped up behind you?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty deep in the DS position, and I think it's good. We're all wondering why, but now we know. Yeah, they've definitely stepped up. I think it's a little competition between all of them, so they push each other, and they've been doing a great job, no matter who it is, so it's nice.
How much respect does this team have for Kate, maybe being the best DS on the team and having to go over to that libero position and just filling right in for Tita?
Yeah, for sure. She's been doing great. I mean, it took her a little. She was a little jittery the first game. She had the libero jersey on, but she calmed down. I mean, she knows the position. She played there at Corpus and whatnot, so just being a libero in the Big 12, I think she proved that on Wednesday and Friday, so I think she's doing a great job.
I think, what was it, 42 combined kills between Atwood and Hill the other day?
Yeah.
You think maybe you guys can resurrect some career highs like that again?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a great job taking big swings on the pin, so I can't ask for anything more than just keep giving them the ball. I mean, they're doing a great job. They're leading the team for sure, so it's great to see that.
What kind of challenge you have 2 big road matches this week. What kind of challenges does playing on the road in the Big 12 present?
Yeah, I think everyone's home. It's a different atmosphere. Like, you have to go in playing at their home. Like, I feel like everyone has a home advantage, so you just gotta go in, start off strong. You can't start off one set behind, so you just gotta know what you're trying to do and do it from the beginning.
Is there kind of maybe a hunger within this team now as you've gotten that one, your first Big 12 win of the season? And is there kind of a hunger and desire to just kind of
Yeah. I mean, we kind of got a taste of it, so I think we just want the whole thing now. So just got to go out and fight and just play our game and try and win it.